How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Row's back with another video. I'm super excited for today's video, and gosh, it's been a struggle to get here because I had multiple issues getting to this point, actually getting both the figures in a reasonable state in my hands. Today we have, and also my first one, so like it's like, oh, is this how it's going to be every time? I hope not, because I've got the pre-order for the Indiana Jones one coming up. But today we have our first set of Mezcos. We have Spider-Man and the Green Goblin. And when I say it took a long time to get here, Spider-Man, first of all, I ordered one really cheap. It was like $90 something on Amazon, and then the seller canceled the order. Then I ordered it from Big Bad Toy Store for retail, like $5 over retail, because that's how Big Bad Toy Store does. And I got the figure, and he had 2 left feet, and I was like, ugh, bummed. I was like, what am I going to do? So I messaged Big Bad Toy Store, and they sent me a replacement, and that's the one that we have here. And I checked already. He has a right and a left foot, so that's good. But my loss is your gain, because I'm going to do a giveaway with that Mezco Spider-Man. He may have 2 left feet, but everything else about him is right. You know, the head sculpts, everything else is in there. He just has 2 left feet. So I'm going to do a giveaway for 5K. We're at 23 something right now, 23, I believe. So we're going to do a 5,000 subscriber giveaway. So it's going to take a little while. Hopefully it doesn't take that long, but I'm hoping by the end of the year we can get to 5K. We've got like 5-6 months left, give or take. So yeah, and also with the Green Goblin, there's a little damage on the box, and Amazon was like, well, if you send the whole figure back, we'll take care of it. I'm like, I'm not gonna bother, because how hard it was to get my hands on a good Spider-Man. So with all that being said, let's take a close look at the boxes, and we'll get these bad boys open. So by the way, if you want to win this Mezco 112 Spider-Man, watch to the end of the video for the information on how to win. Like I said, I'm not going to give this away until I hit 5K subscribers, but watch till the end, and when I do my outro, you will find out how you can win this Mezco 112 2 left foot Spider-Man. As you can see, the front box art of these guys is really nice. The Green Goblin is in that classic art style, and so is Spider-Man, drawn like Steve Ditko, and it says The Amazing Spider-Man on Spidey's, and it doesn't say Green Goblin on the front, but it says Marvel 112 on the Goblin's box and just Marvel on Spidey's box. On this side, some more awesome artwork. It says Green Goblin and The Amazing Spider-Man, and then we get more artwork of the Goblin, and then we get the spider symbol and Mezco toys at the bottom of both, and the comic book art in the back of all sides of the box is really cool. The back of the box is identical to the front of the box, and the same can be said on the other side. Then we got the tops of the boxes, and the bottoms also have some really cool artwork. But with all of that being said, let's get these bad boys open. As you can see, I already got Spidey out, but both of them have trays like this with a stand and all the good stuff you would expect. But yeah, let's take a look at the figures themselves. And here is our Mezco Amazing Spider-Man and Mezco Green Goblin out of the box. The detail on these is kind of insane for the 1/12 scale. You can see that material for the Green Goblin, and even on Spider-Man you can see that it's a different material from the blue and the red. The red is kind of like rubbery with the outlines on it, and then the Green Goblin has that green textured material, and then the kind of leathery tunic. And you know, the gloves and the boots are all plastic, but they do a good job blending the colors, and like the head sculpts are great. They all come with a bunch of head sculpts. That Green Goblin, we lost the focus, is really good. They're just really cool figures. The only thing I worry about is this material on Spider-Man getting stressed and worn out because of the articulation, so I'm trying not to go too crazy on the articulation. But they're really cool. They come with a lot of accessories. It's going to be a bunch to go over. And I already swapped the head sculpt for Spidey because I don't like the little smaller Steve Ditko eyes. I'm not saying I don't like them, but they're not my favorite version. I prefer bigger eyes for Spider-Man. Makes them look more modern. And the Green Goblin is just classic Green Goblin, so there's no making that look more modern. But, you know, Green Goblin is pretty standard as far as comic goes anyway. Minus a little campiness and goofiness here and there. He's even got his pointy boots. But they're both really cool, and I'm so happy to finally have a Spider-Man that has 2 feet. So yeah, watch the end of the video to check out how to win that other Mezco Spider-Man that I have that has 2 left feet. I know it kind of sucks, but I wanted to give something back. Like, I didn't want to like try and sell it because it has 2 left feet. And they said to donate it, and what's a better way to donate it than give it away to my fans? So we will do that. So check to the end of the video to see how you can win a copy of the Mezco Spider-Man after we hit 5K subscribers, of course. Checking out their height, Spidey stands at about 5 and actually he stands at just about 6 inches, and the Green Goblin stands at about 6.5 inches. Going over the articulation, starting at the head for Spidey here, forward that far, back that far, to the side pretty dang far. Shoulders come up about 90 degrees. We do get a butterfly joint in there, although it is a little tight. Double elbows, bicep cut. There is a wrist joint down there. Then we get torso that far back, that far to the back, forward on the legs. We don't get a drop down, but we do get a little like ball joint cut up at the thigh. Double knees, he can kick his butt very easily. We don't get a boot cut, but we do get rocker. We do get a boot cut, I lied. And we get rocker joints and all that stuff. So it's not that he can't pose, it's just that I don't want to mess up the suit. But that being said, he is Spider-Man, so you can definitely get him doing Spider-Man like poses like that. And he should stand relatively easily as well. And then going over the articulation for the Green Goblin, it's going to be pretty similar. Head forward, back, it actually popped off, to the side, shoulders come up about a little under 90 degrees because that material bunches up. I don't think he has butterfly joints, but he does have double elbows. We do get a wrist cut, a glove cut as well, and then we have, you know, the pegs at the wrist. Forward, he comes far about that. To the back, not very far either. Leg comes forward that far, to the side, back pretty dang well, kicks his own butt pretty easily. We get a boot cut, we get nice rocker joints, forward, backward, all that stuff on there. So like Spider-Man, the material kind of gets in the way, but that's the point of the Mezco, is the clothing and the material on them. So you really can't complain, especially for the price you pay. You don't really want to break them anyway, so it's better to be careful. Now, let's talk about all the accessories they come with. My gosh, there's a bunch. All right, so first of all, they both come with a stand. Spidey's, of course, says The Amazing Spider-Man. I haven't figured out which way to push this thing out yet, but you get this nice, sturdy stand that you can put in there to pose them up really nice. And then the Green Goblin, of course, gets a stand that says The Green Goblin. Same case there with the stand. And then Spider-Man comes with this extra, like, kind of placemat material, kind of made out of rubber. That's the spider symbol. I'm not quite sure if that's just like a standing stand or what it's for, but he gets that as well. We also get this shorter stand with Spidey. I'm not sure exactly what it's for. Actually, I do know what it's for. I lied, because we get, it just clicked in my head what it's for. We get this spider symbol or spider sense thing, and it plugs into the back of that. And then you can take that and put it on this, well, maybe on this part up here. And then when you have PD on the stand, you can have his spider sense going off. So I figured that out. It's a little late, but I figured that out. So don't say I didn't or couldn't. And then we get this other thing as well, which, sorry, it's gonna, this accessory section is gonna be long. We get, you can tell this is retro or classic inspired Spider-Man. We get a web parachute made out of webs for Spidey to float down on. Not quite sure how that works. I mean, I guess it works. Spiders do that in real life. Then we get a spider shield that Spidey can hold, and there's a hand stuck in there, so let me get that out. A spider shield for Spidey to hold, which is really nice. Then we get a spider backpack, which all these accessories that I'm showing you, I'm going to put in the photography. There's gonna be a lot of pictures at the end, so I'm not gonna bother switching them out or putting them on because it's just gonna take so long for me to get through them. But we get all that web stuff, and then of course we also get some more webs. We actually get a bendable wire web, which is cool, and they're all woven nicely. And then we get a web for him to web up, say, the Green Goblin with, and then a web swinging web. And then we get, there's a lot of webs in here, y'all. We get the web that goes over like the Green Goblin's face, and then we get a shorter thwipping web for him to like smack somebody in the face with. We get this thing, not quite sure what it's for. I think it's a tool for something. I don't know what. I'll have to look at the instructions. We get a copy of Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. We get a copy of the Daily Bugle right here. Then we get the Spider-Man mask pulled down or pulled off so he can hold it, which is right there. And that's because we get one fully unmasked head sculpt, which is recognizable. We all know what Peter Parker looks like in the comic books. And I need to turn the light up, I think. And, you know, so that works for Peter. And then we also get this Spider-Sense head, which is half Peter, half Spider-Man, which we do have in the Marvel Legends as well. And the unmasked Peter head comes with glasses, so you can have him with or without glasses. So just like Hasbro does, Mezco made some removable glasses that just sit on his head like that. So we get 2 Peter Parker head sculpts, and then we get technically 3 Spider-Man head sculpts. One of them is the same, but I'll show you the feature on the other one in a second. We get the Ditko inspired eyes and the more Romita inspired eyes, and that's the one he has on right now. But if we take off this, there's a little switch in the head that once you turn it on and you plug it in, then Spidey's eyes light up, which is a really cool feature in my opinion. And then as far as like regular accessories go, other than hands go, we get a camera with 2 camera straps because, you know, PDB taking pictures. I don't know why it comes with 2 camera straps, maybe in case you lose one, I don't know. But we get that. And then we get a whole smorgasbord of hands, and I'm not going to go through every single one. I'm just going to show you. Of course, we get spider hand, you know, spider web shooting hands, wall crawling hands, web grabbing hands, but we also get a hand for the mask and just a whole bunch of Spider-Man hands. So Mezco did not skimp out on the accessories whatsoever for Spidey. So let's go over Green Goblins. I almost forgot. We also got a whole thing of spider tracers, little spider robots that Spider-Man uses, and we won't even focus, but we get a bunch of different versions of those as well. I almost forgot them. Glad they're in that little thing because I would lose them. Checking out Green Goblin's accessories, first of all, we get this, of course, Goblin Glider, which is articulated. It moves up and down on the wings, and then this flame effect ports into the back, and these also port in as well. And you know, you can adjust how it stands based on where it is. Turn this up a little bit so we can get some of the finer detail. But yeah, it's a really nice glider. They did a good job. It is nicely scaled with the Mezco Goblin, and all this added stuff really makes it pop. As you can see, I've got him on there, and his feet just go into the stirrups there, and gosh, it really does not want to focus. There are peg holes, but I haven't quite figured out how to get it to peg into the feet there, so that's unfortunate. But he looks really good. And then he comes with the bag, which has a wired wired, what is it called? Strap. That's what it's called. So it has a wired strap, so you know you can get it posed, you know, like it's blowing behind him or whatever when he's zooming by on the glider. Ha 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 ha. You know, so a couple accessories to start off with, but you know, they're Mezco, so they come with a lot. So we get 8 different pumpkin bombs, one of which is on fire, one of which is smoking, and then 6 which are all the same with just a little jack-o'-lantern face on there. Sorry, I'm trying my best to get the detail in there. There you go, there's little jack-o'-lantern faces. Don't want to take them out because I'll lose them. I'll do that in photography. We also get 2 alternate goblin masks, which are really nice, different than the other look, which I switched, which is on there right now. And then we also get the removed version of the mask, so Norman can hold that, because we get 2 Norman head sculpts, one of him just kind of being angrily sulking, and the other one kind of gritting his teeth angrily, just angry on both looks, which is fine for Norman. Then we get these 3 alternate like throwing hands, one of which is a pumpkin bomb, one of which is a frog, and one of which is a little ghost thing, and they all have like a hand attached and some clear plastic to get the effect across that they're being thrown. So that's interesting. I don't know why he has a frog and a ghost. I'll have to look that up, or let me know in the comments down below. Also hit like if you haven't at this point. We get these 2 alternate caps for the bottom of the glider, which is what you switch the flames with, so it's not doesn't have flames on it. That's essentially what they're for. Then we have this little blast effect, which is specifically meant for this finger because it's the goblin's like zap glove. He just shoots little blasts out of it, essentially. One of his many weapons in his repertoire. Speaking of hands, we do get a bunch of Green Goblin hands, so they're all purple. We have like open hands, finger pointing hands, gripping hands for goblin pumpkin bombs and all that stuff. And then lastly, we get these like goblin batarangs, essentially, which we get one with an effect attached and then 3 separate little ones. And fortunately, Mezco also includes a bag with all their figures. And it says 112 down there at the bottom. So you shouldn't lose any of them. You should be able to just put them all in that bag. But that covers all the accessories. This is going to be a long video for these guys. First of all, for scale and comparison, here are our new Mezco Spider-Man and Green Goblin with their Marvel Legends counterparts. As you can see, they are slightly taller. Well, Spider-Man on Marvel Legends side is taller, but the Green Goblin on the Mezco side is slightly larger because I'm pretty sure they wanted to portray that Peter was like essentially a teenager and Green Goblin was like a full-grown middle-aged adult attacking him. And yeah, it works pretty well. I love having all these different versions of my favorite characters and villains because as you all know, Spider-Man is my favorite comic book hero. And then here they are with the Marvel Legends Renew Your Vow and Retro Card Spider-Man. Daredevil and Deadpool also on the Renew Your Vows body. Here they are with Joy Toy Deer Hunter and Cosmic Legion Zerion Spire, both of which don't have a video out yet, but it is coming, so just stay tuned for those. A couple of Lightning Collection Omega Rangers. I'm picking up these San Diego Comic-Con exclusives now when they're cheaper before they go up. Like this was the $40 for the 4-pack, so also stay tuned for that video. Jada Toys and Valaverse, and lastly, here they are with the CT Toys Black Suit Spider-Man. I think that about covers it. So with all that being said, y'all, I will say that the Mezco Amazing Spider-Man and Green Goblin are totally worth it because they were totally worth it to me. It did take a long time for them to get here, but I finally have them, and I have my first Mezcos, and they're really cool. The soft goods are great. The accessories, there's so many of them. So for the price, I'd say they're totally worth it. If you like this video, smash the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Of course, comment down below. And by the way, like I said, I'm giving away the Mezco Spider-Man. That's the way I'm doing that. So if you like this video, if you subscribe, and if you comment in this video, you will be entered to win. So when I hit 5K, I will come back. I will see all the commenters. I will figure out a way to randomly pick one of y'all from this video to win that Mezco Spider-Man with 2 left feet. So I guess I'll put a disclaimer at the beginning of the video that to watch all the way to the end to know how to win. So yeah, do all that stuff, comment, like, subscribe, and of course this is not mandatory, but check out my Patreon. It's $1 a month to see videos like this one early. This one's not going up early because there's going to be a giveaway attached, so I don't want to give anyone an early advantage or anything like that. So, you know, do all that stuff. As always, I love you. I will see you next time, and bye-bye.